They don't cry like humans do. They don't scream when hurt. They don't write letters or leave words behind. But cats feel pain. They feel rejection. They feel loneliness. And sometimes, it's us, the ones they trust most, who unknowingly break their hearts. Today, we're diving deep into the emotional lives of our feline friends. Because there are things we do, everyday things, that may be silently hurting our cats. And they can't tell us with words. But if we learn to understand their language, we can stop hurting them and start healing together. Welcome to Meow Mastery Hub, where love, understanding, and true companionship begin. 1. Yelling or using a harsh tone. Emotional devastation. Even one angry outburst can echo for hours in a cat's world. You come home from a bad day. Your cat knocks over a glass. You shout, "Stop it!" To you, it's just frustration, but to your cat, it's devastation. Cats associate tones with safety or danger. A raised voice doesn't just scare them. It makes them feel unsafe around you. And the saddest part? They don't understand why you're angry. They just know that your voice, the one they love, suddenly turned cold. It hurts. Deeply. 2. Ignoring them. When they seek you out. Silent heartbreak. Your cat rubs against your legs while you're doing dishes. She follows you from room to room. She meows softly, lies beside you, waiting. But you don't notice. Or worse, you brush her aside. She isn't being clingy. She's saying, "I missed you. I want to connect. Please see me." When you ignore that plea for connection, it doesn't just disappoint them. It teaches them that love isn't always returned. And that's a heartbreak no creature should bear in silence. 3. Touching them without warning. Breaking trust. Cats are creatures of control. They like to know what's coming, to predict their environment. So when a hand suddenly grabs them from behind, or you touch their belly without warning while they're sleeping, it's terrifying. Imagine someone waking you by poking your ribs. That jolt of anxiety? That's what your cat feels, magnified. Repeated surprises like these make them lose trust, not just in the moment, but in you. 4. Overpowering sense. Sensory overload and discomfort. Your room smells like lavender. You just lit a candle. You sprayed some air freshener. You feel calm. Your cat feels like they're being suffocated. Their noses are 14 times more sensitive than ours. To them, artificial scents aren't just overwhelming, they're painful. They avoid the room. They sneeze. Their ears flatten. And inside, they wonder, why would my human do something that hurts me in our home? 5. Changing their environment. Too often, emotional disorientation, rearranging furniture, moving their litter box, changing their bed's location. To you, it's improvement. To your cat, it's confusion, panic, displacement. Cats attach emotionally to their environment. Each scent-marked corner is part of their identity, their territory, their comfort. When you shift it all around, they feel like strangers in their own world. And that loss of emotional security can spiral into behavioral changes or depression. 6. Touching sensitive areas. Feeling violated tail pulling. Belly rubbing. Touching their paws. These areas aren't for play. They're zones of vulnerability. Your cat may tolerate it at first, but each time, their tolerance fades. You're crossing boundaries they never consented to. Over time, they may stop approaching you, not because they don't love you, but because they fear you won't respect their body, and that hurts more than a scratch ever could. 7. Leaving them alone. Too long, the pain of loneliness. You work late. You travel often. You think your cat is okay because she doesn't destroy things. But she waits, for hours, for days. She curls up by the door. She sleeps on your pillow. And in those quiet moments, she wonders, did they forget me? Cats may be independent, but they're not emotionless. They form deep bonds, and prolonged absence feels like abandonment. 8. Sending mixed signals. Emotional confusion. You invite her onto your lap, then push her off when she needs too hard. You play with her, then yell when she scratches the couch. To you, it's normal. To your cat, it's chaos. Cats crave consistency. Mixed signals leave them emotionally confused, unsure of what you want, or worse, if you still love them. 9. Overbathing. Emotional and physical. Stress. Cats groom themselves with religious dedication. Their fur carries their scent, their identity, their pride. So when you bathe them too often, even with love, you strip away that identity, their dignity. Forced grooming can feel like punishment, and each bath becomes a battle they never asked for. 10. Giving more love to other pets, feeling forgotten. You bring home a puppy, or another cat. Your first cat watches as you cuddle the newcomer. She acts aloof, but inside, she feels replaced. Cats are territorial, not just about space, but about you. They need reassurance that your heart is big enough to still hold them. Without that, they retreat into quiet sadness. 11th. Repeated rejection from furniture, feeling unwanted. Your cat jumps on the couch to sit beside you. You immediately push her off. To her, that space beside you isn't just a place to sit. It's where she wants to belong. When she's denied over and over again, she internalizes a heartbreaking message: they don't want me close. 12th. Waking them repeatedly, breaking emotional peace. Sleep is sacred to cats. It's healing, restorative. It's their reset button. When we keep waking them up, for cuddles, photos, or play, we're robbing them of peace. And over time, they may stop choosing your lap for sleep, because it no longer feels safe. 13. Direct eye contact, emotional miscommunication. You look into their eyes thinking, wow, she's so beautiful. But to your cat, prolonged eye contact is a challenge, a warning. It doesn't say, I love you. It says, I'm watching you. I'm in control. To comfort them, offer slow blinks instead, their version of a kiss. 14. Half-hearted play. Emotional dismissal. Cats don't just play for fun. Play is bonding, trust-building, intimacy. When you play while scrolling your phone, when you dangle a toy absent-mindedly, they feel it. And that hurt goes deeper than you think. To them, you're not just bored. You're saying, you're not worth my full attention. 15. Ignoring their meows. Emotional silencing. Your cat meows, not randomly, but to connect, to share. Each tone, pitch, and frequency is a language of love. But if you keep ignoring her voice, she'll stop speaking. Not because she's content, but because she's given up hope that you'll ever truly listen. Cats don't need toys or fancy beds. They need presence. They need consistency. They need a heart that sees them. Today, you've learned the language of cat feelings, not just their behavior, but their emotions. And that awareness, that's the beginning of something beautiful. If this touched you, if you love your cat deeply but want to love them better, join us at Meow Mastery Hub. This isn't just a cat channel. It's a home for those who love with empathy, who listen with their hearts, and who believe that every whisker carries a world of feelings. Subscribe now for the love your cat deserves and the love you were born to give.